Now, this is something I would have thought would have been base game. So first up is Modern Shop Package. This is by Superfly 1842, 4.56 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it first off on this shed. So it's going to cost you 120 grand. That's going to be your modern XL shed. Now the second one is going to be found under tools, because this is going to be a workshop for you. So 90 grand to blaze down. Now both of these do have the old customization option on the colour. So you click on, well, right stick in if you're on Xbox like me, and you can change the colour to whatever you like. It's going to change the colour of the walls. Alright, fair enough. Now obviously the first shed, I say first shed, the shed, you got your, I'm going to say passenger door, pedestrian door, whatever you want to call it. Obviously you got that door just there. I mean, we'll spin it around. Got a nice picture of the old John Deere on there. That is alright. Then around here you got another pedestrian door. We'll open up that door as well. I mean, all these doors open from the outside. You don't have to do it from the inside. I've just come through the old the walking door. I'm not even sure what you're supposed to call these doors, but pedestrian, people door, person door, whatever you want to call it. The little one that you walk through, we'll call it that anyway. So obviously all these doors open, yeah, no problem. And I'll show you what I mean. Outside, you're still going to be able to open the doors, no problem. There we are. Job's a good one. So plenty of space in there. I mean, you're not going to be short for storage. That is all right indeed. Oh, I must admit. Now, we'll say this. I mean, you've got this little cutout built just there, so you could potentially put, I don't know, some racking on the outside, you know, a little bit of extra storage if you wanted to. All right, fair enough. Then we'll come over to the workshop itself. Now, again, we've got a pedestrian door down the side. We can open up these doors as well, and when you do, you're obviously confronted with a workshop. Now, your workshop trigger is just here. We've got 4 bays there. That's all right. I mean, you've got the hatch markings in front of the doorway and all of them, so that should mean that we can use all 4, which is all right indeed. And you've got obviously your drive-through option with the door that side. I mean, there's plenty of space. I mean, like even with these doors here on the workshop, yeah, little smaller inside than the big shed, but you're not going to be stuck for getting vehicles. Even like the big harvesters with the Mora tops on, you're going to be able to accommodate them, no problem. Oh, they're ace. Next up is the Husqvarna 445. This is by Gamer HZS FSH, 1.41 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under chainsaws. Now, obviously, there is no options. You buy it straight as it is. Job's a good one. And then you just get it out, L being up on your D-pad, cycle through what you've got in your pocket, so to speak, and then you've got your chainsaw ready to go. And obviously, it's going to chop a tree down, so we'll just give it a little bit of a spin through there. I mean, it's chopping through. I mean, it's chainsaw at the end of the day. It's going to be chopping your trees down. Jobs are good with a Husqvarna branded chainsaw. Why not? And next up is the Selfmade Weight 850 kilo. This is by Ben, 2.71 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, underweight. Now, it's going to cost you 1,900, and as the name would suggest, it's going to weigh 850 kilo. You do have the option of attachers, yes or no. So it's going to be putting a trailer hitch on the front, and obviously, you got your 3-point mounting as well. And you can come down, you can change the main colour to any one of those. Well, to be fair, you can change your colour to anything you like if you've got the unlimited colour mod on. So go get yourself a pink weight. Well, next up is the Joskin Betimax RDS 7500. This is by LeMay, 8.01 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under animal transport. Now, it's going to cost you 24 grand. The only option is going to be a spare wheel on the front. Now, this is going to do 16 sheep, 18 pigs, 10 cows, 10 horses, and 110 chickens. So if you are going down that road, you know, some people just go to the animal dealer and have them delivered directly, but obviously they charge you for that. So if you want to save that money, I mean, you're going to have to outlay 24 grand to start with, mind you. But, you know, if you want to go down the whole more immersive route of collecting your animals, yeah, get this on the go. Well, next up is the Ziegler Corn Champion 5R7R. This is by Bartsanov 3, 6.94 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under corn headers. Now, it's going to cost you 19 grand. It's got 6 mile an hour working speed and a 3.4 meter working width. So if you've got a massive field, it's going to take you a while, let's face it. But small farming shenanigans, this could be right up your street. Now, if you're thinking even with 3.4, that's a little bit small, well, they've got you covered with a with a slightly bigger version, the 5.1 meter working width, 25 grand to buy this one, and 6 mile an hour working speed. But that being said, I mean, the small farm shenanigans, they're looking all right. And next up is the Kuhn GMD Compact F Pack. This is by Agrar Design Austria, 16.64 megabyte on the download. I'm going to find it under mowers. So it's got a 32 horsepower requirement for me tractor, 2.7 meter working width, and a 13 mile an hour working speed for 12 grand. You do have the option of designs. You can have it as white or grey, so that's going to be the old version, that's going to be your new version. And obviously it's a front mower, so you can have some sort of mower on the back, whether it's a side mower or a butterfly mower. Obviously you're probably not going to use this on its own, although potentially you could have this on the front and then a forage wagon on the back picking it all up, which is a two jobber in one, which is all right indeed. Now if you're thinking 2.7, that's just a little bit too small, well, they've got you covered with a slightly bigger version, 3.1 meter working width, 43 horsepower requirement, and a 13 mile an hour working speed for 14 grand. So a little bit more expensive. And again, you got your white and your grey options. And next up is the Kuhn TC 320. This is by Agrar Design Austria, 8.64 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Tedders. Now, it's got 25 horsepower requirement for me tractor. It's got a 1.8. Wow, that is tiny. 1.8 meter working width with an 11 mile an hour working speed for 8,490. You do have the option of old, new, or a Deutschfahr version. All right, fair enough. Now, this has got a little trick up its sleeve. Obviously, you're going to be doing your tethering, which is great. So, yeah, we'll turn it on. We'll lower it down. I've got a bit of grass already cut here for you. Now, saying that, I mean, it's in the tethering menu, just there. What I don't understand, it's windrowing. Dear, oh dear. That's not hay, is it? I mean, oh, it might be, potentially. All right, what the secret option is, if you go into RB and work mode, you've got a swath drop that you can change. We need to turn it off. There we are. Turn it off first. There we are. We can change the work mode. RB and left stick in. So you've got a 1.4 meter working width. I was putting a little bit of a bigger swath out. Okay. We'll go over 1.8. Looks the same as a 1.4 to be fair. I've got a 2.2. Alright, so is that the widest one? A 2.6. 2.6 meter. There we are. On the old swath dropping. So if we then... 3.1. 3.1 is the biggest one. All right, do you know what? Right, we're gonna spin it back around. We're gonna go the other way, so we can get a better look. So we get the widest one, then we'll get the narrowest one. So obviously I haven't cut enough grass. Oh well, it is what it is. So there we are. So we are currently on 3.1 meter. So we'll do that. There we are. So that's working nicely, and then we'll go to a 1 meter, putting it all together like that. Well, that being said, it's picking it all up. That is all right indeed. I mean, something slightly different. Do you know what? I'm intrigued. Is that hay or is that grass? Well, moment of truth. Here we go. Let's drop it down. Oh, it is hay. To be fair, it might be my eyes. Well, I suppose it is a little bit dark. I mean, I thought hay normally went lighter, but all right, fair enough. It is doing the hay. I mean, that's quite interesting because you're going from a big swath drop, or well, a nothing swath drop with a 3 meter. You could have it all compacted into a 1 meter if you wanted. Oh, that is all right indeed. And next up is the Pöttinger Servo 25 pack. This is by Agrar Design Austria, 16.78 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under ploughs. Now, it's got a 90 horsepower requirement for me tractor, 1.2 meter working width, and a 7 mile an hour working speed. So it is going to be for your small farming shenanigans. It's going to have a price tag of 13.5 grand. You can then change the frame. So if 1.2 isn't big enough for you, you've got a 1.6. I mean, it's not going to be that much bigger, but all right, you can do it. You then got your wheel brands, you got your passenger, you got your BKT or your passengers. So if you want your steel wheels, go for those. If you want your tyres, you go for your BKTs. And then you do have the option of wides on there as well. Oh, that's all right. Then you got skimmers, so you got no or V1. You then got disc coulter, so you got your smooth or you got your serrated ones. You then got your insert plate. Yes or no, so puts those on like that. Oh, that's It's looking quite good, to be fair. You then got your string rail, yes or no. That being said, I mean, don't get me wrong, 1.6 is going to be taking you forever to do any sort of fill, but that is looking great. Right, next up is the ROL-EX KBO 300. This is by JMZ, 8.99 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under cultivators. Now, this requires 140 horsepower from your tractor. It's got a 3-meter working width and an 8-mile-an-hour working speed for 12,100 of your hard-earned coinage to buy. You then have your option of wing shares, yes or no. It's going to take those off the bottom. Now, this is ace. I mean, it comes like this. Obviously, you unfold it, which is, fair enough. You can imagine you're going to need to unfold it, so it's going to be putting that out the back. When you lower it down, if you just watch like the old springs as you're going along, they move on their own. It's like it's hitting a little bit of hard ground and it's just popping up a little, then putting it back down again. It's like the small little animations on that. That's awesome. Next up is the ROL-EX BTHC 400. This is by JMZ, 20.85 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under disc harrows. Now, this requires 150 horsepower from your tractor. It's got a 4-meter working width and a 9-mile-an-hour working speed for 20,400 to buy. You then have the option of Trelleborg, BKT, Vredestein, and then back to Trelleborg on your tyres. You've got side covers, so you can have it as yes or no. So it's going to be putting no side covers on the end there. Then you've got your support wheels, yes or no at the front. You then got front beam with reflectors, yes or no. From rear beam, put my teeth in. Got a bar just like that at the back. Then you've got your spring-loaded comb, yes or no. So going to be putting those on there. Now, this has got some great animations as well. So got it, well, to be fair, the unfolding looking very nice, I must admit. I mean, nice and smooth, got the old hydraulics on the go. That is looking great. But once you've got it in the ground, this is awesome. I mean, we'll lower it down. That's great. We're ready to go along. And you notice just in there, there we are. You can see him as it gets going. Like spring loaded on the old discs, which is alright. That is alright indeed. Now, if you do LB and right stick up and down, you can then lower it a bit further into the ground. I mean, just the animation on that moving bit, that just looks ace. Then we'll do LB and RB together and right stick up and down. You got the front wheels, the old support wheels. I mean, to be fair, how you go through the ground with any of those isn't going to make much difference. It's still going to give you the old disc harrowed look, but just the look of it all, I mean, that is great. Next up is the ROL-EX AUCH 600. This is by JMZ and JHHG modding. 27.23 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under cultivators. Now, this is going to require 200 horsepower from your tractor. It's got a 6-meter working width and a 9-mile-an-hour working speed with a 23,800 price tag. You can then change the tyres. You've got your Trelleborg, your BKT, your Vredestein, and then back to your Trelleborg. Then you've got under fenders, so you've got yes or no, going to be putting the warning signs and lights on as well. Then you've got a levelling bar, which is going to be just there in the middle. You then got your front trawl, so that's going to be a yes or no job. You then got your front beam reflectors, yes or no. And then your track eradicators, well, to be fair, it's called track aerators. They're the same sort of thing. Gets rid of your tractor tyre, well, your tractor tyre tracks. That's a difficult sentence to say. Now, like the other two from from JMZ, and in particular this one from JHHG, these are looking great. I mean, great animation on the unfold. And it's going to lower itself down, and then you lower it down as well. And then you get cracking straight in. I mean, it's looking good. I mean, this one, if you do LB and right stick up and down, you can lower the cultivator part a little bit further in if you like. I mean, like the previous ones, it's not going to change anything as you're going through the field. It just gives you a little bit of a, I'm going to say more control. It's not doing anything. It's more for the old player immersiveness of it all. But it's looking good. All three of these from JMZ today are looking awesome. The last mod that we're going to take a look at in this video is the VOLVO F Series. This is by Smetty, 34.61 megabyte on the download. And I would have thought this would have been in base game. I mean, it was in 22. All right, fair enough indeed. Now, you're going to have a 470 horsepower engine, 55 mile an hour top speed standard version for 62 grand. You can then change the horsepower output. You can go to 485, then you go to 500. You can then go to 500 with a CVT gearbox. And we'll come back to that in a minute. You then got your wheel setups. You've got your 4x2, 6x2, 6x4, 8x4, and then back to the original 4x2. Then got sun shield, so you can have none, design 1, main colour, chassis colour, and then none again. Then got design, so you got your yes or no. That's going to be putting your stickers on the side. Then you got mud flaps, which is actually on the front, because the back ones are always there. All right, fair enough. You then got your roof setups, you got your L, and then you've got your XL, which is going to be the Globetrotter version. Then you've got additional lights, so you got none. You've got design 1, which is just above the sun shield. Design 2, which is going to be your chicken lights on the top, and then nothing. Then you got your, now, is that front store strands? I thought it was front storage when I first read it, but no, it's not. All right, so you got black, you got your chassis colour, you got your main colour. It's actually going to be your bumper. You got your chrome version, and then back to the black version. You then got your beacon lights. So you can have yes or no. You then got your capacity for the fuel tank. You can have it as 500 litre as standard or 750. You then got your main colour, which is obviously going to be your main colour. You then got your grille colour, which is obviously going to be the grille. You got your chassis colour, which is obviously going to be your chassis. That being said, I thought we had the old sun visor on chassis colour. It's actually going to be the main colour. All right, fair enough. Stays as it is. You then got your rim colour, which is obviously going to be your rims. Now, you've got two versions here. Got the one with the CVT gearbox and then the one without. It's the 500 horsepower version. And the CVT gearbox does seem to take a while to get going. Yeah. I mean, once it's going, it seems to do alright. But, alright, so that's that one. Then switch to the actual manual version. It's still taking a bit of a while to go. And we've got 500 horsepower here. We've got nothing on the back. The manual one seems to get going a little bit quicker. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I've got it on automatic setting on the old gearbox. So I'm not changing the gears myself. It just seems to take a while to get going. But, I mean, I'm glad they're in. I mean, they're looking good. Old school Volvo. Great to see it in the game. We've also got precision farming that's come out today. And to be fair, that's not a mod video. Well, that is a mod video in itself, because there's so much to that. We're going to take a look at that in a separate video. But that is out now. We've got one update as well. We've got the safety weight. This is by Linaic 321 and MacDon.